Hello everyone, I'm MC Sher. I have a few finishes today and what I watched today and also the book I told you about. So we have a Cuddlemallow wearing a watermelon hat. We have a baby chick also wearing a watermelon hat, and I embroidered the eyes again. We have this yellow, green, and white dishcloth knitted. And we have this light gray one that's knitted dishcloth. So the pattern for these two items was the No Loso 12-in-1 Baby Ducks and Cuddlemallows and Hats by TheStitchStudioCA. Okay. I watched High Potential Season 2, Episode 2. Then I watched a couple movies. I watched Superman, the 2025 movie. It was okay. There was some parts that made me giggle. Like, when the parents were on the phone and the mom was like so close to the phone talking. That made me giggle. And then the dog was something. Then I watched Lilo and Stitch, the 2025 movie. Again, that was okay. Had, some parts in it that, made me giggle. It wasn't too bad. And then I watched Snow White, the 2025 movie. That one, for me, was a bit musically, I think is what I say. Yeah, it is a bit too musically for me. Of course, yes, it's a musical, but yeah. So, but I watched it. So, I liked the dwarfs. They were cute. And then I watched the Great British Baking Show Collection 12, episode 2 through 3. And then I have the Step-by-Step Guide to 200 Crochet Stitches by Tracy Todd Hunter. So this is the book I was telling you about, that the Battle of the Stitches is using each month to create something from it. Like bags and ear warmers and really it's your imagination of what you can come up with using that stitch for that month. So I decided to go ahead and get it because I want to increase my crochet knowledge and create more like different kinds of things, even though for me it'd probably be like mostly like baby blankets and things like that, but one of these times or more I might come up with something different than that. The one I'm working on now, because it doesn't look like there's holes, to have the baby's like feet and things get through. So I thought this would be a good one for that for this month. So yeah, so we shall see. It's just getting me more into making different, you know, different, stitches and learning. So it's increasing my learning crochet. Uh, so yeah, I was awake from about 2 a.m. until well, I had a 40-minute nap in the afternoon, and then I went to bed around 10:30 p.m. and then awake at about th- around 3:30, something like that. So yeah, but I as long as I make my appointments and things like that, then for me it's okie dokie. Um, just as long as I make my appointments, you know. Um, it's kind of like it's the way it is, like with chronic illnesses and things like that. Um, you just gotta do what you gotta do, kind of thing. You know, get the naps when you can. Of sleep when you can. Um, I'm just not a fan of sleeping all the time. I just I don't want that. Don't like that. So, um, but yeah, as long as I make my appointments and things, it's okay. Um, and with being awake and stuff, it it helps with the being well, as long as I'm able to craft and game and things like that, then, I'm feeling productive. So, um, yeah, it's almost the weekend. We're getting close. We're getting closer to the weekend. We're like at the halfway mark. So, I ended up having a fancy dancy coffee today. Yummy tasty. Um, so that was nice. But I'll have another fancy dancy coffee Friday and fancy dancy breakfast. So looking forward to that. Um, yeah. So I don't remember, but I ended up getting the self adhesive gauze to bring with me for when I have my blood work now, just in case they don't have it to use on me, then I can, help in that way. Um, yeah. So I do have my doctor's appointment beginning of December, which is another video because by then it'll be winter. We're in fall now. And I am looking forward to when the temps get lower because then I can go out in the sunroom. Oh, it's my favorite time is to go out in the sunroom and watch, the squirrels, squirrelies as I call them, and watch the birds and, whatever uh, other animals decide to make an appearance. And then, you know, see the neighbors' dogs. Um, so yeah. But away from and then the bugs are gone and things like that, which is fantastic because don't like bugs. No. So so I'm looking forward to that. We're not there yet, but I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping soon because we're gonna be getting into October soon. So I'm hoping by October something that I'll be able to be out in the sunroom for 6 months. So that will be awesome. I mean, that I enjoy. because I have like a setup out there. I have like my chair and like um footstool kind of thing where I put my feet up, and then I have my, you know, computer stuff, you know, there, and so I can, do my stuff, do my thing. Um and then of course, I have projects that I work on out there, and it's just a fun time. I really enjoy it. And then like um get all nice and cozy in my Oodie, and oh, yep, which I'm definitely gonna need to be using this year, especially since at the moment I haven't figured out why like I'm getting so cold. But it could be the MTHFR gene mutations I have, which more than likely that's what it is. Uh, it's just worse this year. Uh, it's like no, it's very noticeable this year. I mean, I have gone through this before because there's summers where like I'm out like basically in a winter coat. Um, but at the moment, like it's not quite that bad, which is good. Um, but I have to make sure I do have like a zipper up hoodie or something when we go out just in case. Um, because like I get cold like real easy. Um, and then also I get really warm easy. So I tell you, the body temperature regulation is like pretty much non-existent for me. um, it's something else. Um, but also we're we're about, yeah, I'm about at the hibernation stage, which means that I don't go out and about at all. Um, or it's not very often at all. I'll go out and about. Um, yeah, we're getting close to that. Um, it's it's the same every single year. Um, around this time of year until about March or April, I think, is when I come out of the full hibernation. Like this year, I was out a little bit more um than previous years, which is good. But I don't know if that will be the case this year, especially with my body temperature just being chaotic. So, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We'll just have to take it day by day, see, moment by moment of how I do. So, and Vlogtober's coming up, so I'm gonna do that. Um, I got some Halloween patterns to do. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. Um, 'Cause that way I'm thinking like I'll put all like the Halloween themed items I make in like a small bin. Well, it depends, I guess, how much I make. But I'll put them in the bin, and then in case we do get trick or treaters, which usually we don't, which we're okay with because we don't celebrate Halloween. Um but if we do, then can give out, you know, something from that Halloween theme bin, um, is my thought. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, be working on that here and there. Um, and also be watching on Freeform station channel thing. Um, they're gonna have 31 days of Halloween movies and things. There's a lot that repeat, um, but at different times. So in case you miss it on one day, you can watch it on another day, type of thing. Um, but I think when I went through the list, there was like a few that I haven't seen before. So I'm kind of hoping to catch those ones, especially, as well as watching ones I've seen before. So, yeah, so that's the plan for that. Uh, yeah. So, thank you everybody for watching, liking, and commenting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.